Well, in the last recession, the Feds stepped in to ensure that the corporations borrowing in the commercial paper market would still get credit. When governments in places like Detroit or Puerto Rico cannot issue bonds at reasonable terms, that has real consequences, like the inability to provide safe water in my district, for instance, a lot of infrastructure issues. If the Fed is responsible for ensuring that businesses have access to credit through the commercial paper markets, why isn't it equally important to ensure that state and local governments have access to credit?
You know, we don't have authority, I don't believe, to lend to state and local governments. I think we try.
That could be a tool.
I don't think we want that authority. I think we want, I think that's something for Congress to do. I think we don't want to be picking winners and losers. We want to be helping the economy broadly to the maximum extent possible. In the financial crisis.
What's the difference between corporate, we do it for corporations, why is there a different standard? And this is I'm genuinely really curious.
So what you had was you had credit markets, for example, that financed auto receivables and commercial paper and things like that that were failing and breaking down, and the economy was grinding to a halt. And so we devised programs to support, to reopen the capital markets in a way, without regard to who the borrowers were or picking a particular kind of borrower. We had to do that, and that's really what got the economy back on.
But we could do something similar into state and local governments.
You know, we can talk about this.
I know. Look, I come from a city, the first, I think, ever to file for bankruptcy. The people that were actually directly hurt and still continue to hurt are pensioners. We still haven't been able to really, you know, the 7.2 miles of downtown and some of the surrounding neighborhoods have been able to get investments, but you still see a deterioration, and it's directly tied to unemployment. Thank you, Madam Speaker.
Thank you.